The lights inside London's O2 Arena dim just enough to let the noise take over. A deep, rolling thunder of expectation that vibrates through the concrete and steel. It's a familiar stage, but tonight it feels different. There's tension here. Real tension. The kind that doesn't come from rivalry alone, but from uncertainty. As Anthony Joshua steps out from the dressing room, the atmosphere shifts instantly. Thousands rise to their feet, phones in the air, voices colliding into one deafening roar as AJ makes the slow, deliberate walk toward the ring. This is home territory, but home offers no guarantees. Joshua's name is announced with that familiar echo, England's former unified heavyweight champion. Yet beneath the cheers is a quiet question hanging in the air. 2 losses to Oleksandr Usyk still linger. Whispers of decline, of doubt, even of retirement if things go wrong tonight. Across the ring waits Jermaine, the 989 assassin, Franklin, an American who came to spoil the script, to test whether Joshua still belongs among the elite. Franklin doesn't have the same global aura, but he carries something dangerous, nothing to lose. As the bell rings, Joshua stands tall, heavier than ever at 18 stone 3 pounds, 250 pounds of muscle and expectation. The early moments are measured, cautious. Joshua pumps the jab, a stiff, authoritative statement that snaps Franklin's head back and draws applause. Franklin responds with clever, evasive movement, slipping under a right hand, reminding everyone he's here to fight, not survive. There's jeopardy in every exchange, every feint, because everyone at ringside knows this isn't just a comeback, it's a crossroads. Joshua's jab finds rhythm, his confidence building shot by shot. But Franklin's sharp counters and sudden forward bursts keep the crowd alert, sensing that one mistake could change everything in an instant. As the rounds unfold, Joshua begins to look more settled, more composed, guided by the calm instructions of Derek James in his corner, a new voice in a familiar storm. The jab becomes heavier, more deliberate, doubling up, followed by the right hand that once ruled the heavyweight division. Franklin presses in bursts, jumping inside, trying to disrupt Joshua's timing. But AJ answers with clever footwork, subtle shifts to the right, taking himself away from danger just in time. The middle rounds become a test of patience rather than power. Joshua mixes his shots, targeting the body, digging hooks into Franklin's ribs, trying to sap the American's energy. The crowd responds to every clean connection, rising with each sharp combination. Yet Franklin refuses to fade. He lands a big right hand that briefly snaps Joshua's attention back to reality, a reminder of the vulnerability that critics love to highlight. There are moments when Joshua looks tense, almost overthinking, but then the old instincts surface. A feint, a jab, a sudden right hand that cuts through the air like a warning siren. Franklin stays ambitious, exchanging on the inside, landing enough to earn respect, but not enough to truly trouble the former champion. By the time the fight reaches the later middle rounds, it's clear Joshua is in control on the scorecards, but control doesn't always equal dominance. This is a fight about rebuilding, about confidence, about proving he can go 12 rounds without unraveling. Each round ends with Joshua walking calmly back to his corner, chest rising and falling steadily, while Franklin breathes heavier, forced to absorb shot after shot from a man determined to reassert himself. As the championship rounds approach, the tension sharpens. Franklin knows the math, and everyone else does too. He needs something dramatic. He lowers his stance, looks for the hook, tries to bully his way inside, hoping to recreate the chaos that once undid Joshua against Andy Ruiz. But Joshua stays disciplined. His jab continues to pierce the guard. His right hand follows, clean and well-timed. There are flashes of brilliance, a left uppercut, a quick 1-2, a smooth step to the side that draws applause from every corner of the arena. Franklin lands sporadically, a pinging right hand here, a rough exchange there, but the momentum keeps drifting back to Joshua. Fatigue begins to show, especially in Franklin's movements, his ambition slowly giving way to survival. Joshua, meanwhile, looks stronger as the rounds tick by, bouncing lightly on his toes, rediscovering the rhythm that once made him so dangerous. The crowd senses it too, urging him forward, hoping for a late stoppage, a statement finish. In the 11th, Joshua opens up more, strings together jabs and right hands, pressing Franklin back, testing his resolve. Franklin absorbs, fights back, but the gap in class becomes clearer with every exchange. This isn't a war of desperation. It's a demonstration of control, of a fighter choosing safety and structure over reckless aggression, determined to finish the night on his feet, with his hand raised. The final round arrives with both men visibly worn, the arena buzzing with anticipation. Franklin comes forward one last time, knowing this is his final chance. But Joshua meets him with a thunderous right hand that snaps Franklin's head back and sends a ripple through the crowd. The last minute is tense, messy, emotional, as exhaustion blurs technique and pride carries both fighters to the bell. When it sounds, Franklin has survived. But survival isn't victory. The fighters are separated. The crowd roars, and the scorecards are read. 117 to 111 across the board. Unanimous decision. Anthony Joshua. The announcement echoes through the O2, met with relief as much as celebration. This wasn't the explosive knockout many hoped for, but it was something perhaps more important. Proof of resilience. Joshua stands in the ring, gloves raised, having answered at least some of the questions that haunted him. The journey back isn't complete. But tonight, under the lights of London, Anthony Joshua takes a step forward, steady and controlled, reminding the world that he's still here, still dangerous, and still searching for redemption in the unforgiving landscape of heavyweight boxing.